my choice. When I disclose and how I disclose and who I disclose to is up to me. I find it so crazy how people are telling me that I need to disclose before I go on a date, that I need to disclose before I kiss somebody. This is the craziest one. Before I even tell them my name. It's not happening. I don't think that it's my responsibility to tell someone that I'm HIV positive if they are treating me as if I'm not. Your health is your responsibility. Adopt the mindset of medical practitioners. Assume that everyone has something until they prove to you that they do not. Why are you kissing a stranger or trying to kiss a stranger that you just met? Why are you trying to have intercourse with someone raw that you just met? You don't know me from a hole in a wall. Why are you trying to put your thing inside of me without any kind of protection? Why do I have to be the one to say, hey, chill out, I'm HIV positive, instead of you asking, taking the time to know me, get to know me, let's go get tested together if you want to take the next step? Why do I have to be the one protecting you from yourself? No, baby.
All right, real quick. So just in case y'all didn't know what that woman was basically saying, and then let me just paint a picture for y'all. This lady is a 10, whatever, on the, no makeup, no nothing, beautiful, light-skinned woman. I'm talking about flawless. And she literally said, hey, I got HIV, and I'm not telling you niggas. It's your responsibility to ask. If you don't ask, I don't tell. And when I heard her say that, I said, oh my God, I love that I can cut on some porn every night, because nigga, that is terrifying. Because if you
do you feel she wrong for what she said?
Yes and no. Because I mean, what she said, she absolutely right. It's not my responsibility for you to move like you can catch a disease out here. Like that's not. I hear what she's saying. Now listen to, because we talked about this before. I mean, it's a girl, and she tell niggas off the rip, hey, I got this, such and such, whatever the case may be. And niggas appreciate her. Like, niggas don't clown. You don't never see nobody bashing her in the comments. People still show her love. Like, it's just regular. So, but she let niggas know off the rip. Like, if y'all start to text crazy or start lesson, she's like, hey, heads up, blah, 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 I got this. So, I think realistically, I see two sides of it. Like, you appreciate a woman for keeping it a buck early, but then she absolutely right. Like, it's not my responsibility.
Because you would look at me different. Even if I, you know what I'm saying, if I said it. So you look at me like, you know, just like what they did with Magic when Magic came out, how, oh, I'm not touching him, you know, like Karl Malone when he did all that shit. She's not wrong for saying, that's not my job to disclose, you know, that information. Because how did that, you come out with the bucks, oh yeah, but I got HIV, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of, you know, that's kind of crazy.
No, I'm with you on it. It is crazy if you tell it, and then the way she even explained it, where it was like, hey, that's not my job, dog. No, you should sit here and you should not be. And again, I know, like, if for most men, and when I'm listening to her say this, I know as a man, and of course, I'm not making it like I'm some fucking saint. Like, I ain't sit here and rush the geek and try to, like, shit, I didn't catch you catch a 3 a.m. off the DM, I'm running to the box. So I know that's why when you hear these stories, especially now, I'll be like, damn, I'm glad I'm sitting here. I'm just a porn man, because that shit is scary, though. Because the woman is so beautiful. I know now if it's 10 niggas in the room, 10 only, maybe it's going. And the sad crazy thing is, you're gonna only feel like it's only gonna be one herb ass nigga who won't even ask her. Because 10 out of 10 niggas is going to beat the brakes off of her and probably won't even wear rubber. Just depend on what type of horny nigga you are, because that's how pretty this woman is. So for her to, like she said, but I don't feel like it's my responsibility. And I do think men realistically, especially in 2024, and especially now after you keep hearing all these different stories, I feel like after you heard the Gucci third leg, John, I feel like you should kind of really be on your P's and Q's. And it's so crazy because it was a video of her, the girl going viral. And did I save that, John? I might have. It was, and niggas was and niggas was trying to shoot their shot at her. And she was like, oh, you don't know who I am or whatever the case may be. Yeah, I must have did. Oh, yes, I did. Here, go right here.
You got everybody going crazy, feel me? But I feel like you did what needed to be done.
Yeah, he was steady burning bitches behind the scenes, and my f***s was just staying silent. And I'm want to talk my things.
Yeah, okay.
You're not afraid to get contaminated or nothing?
Of what?
Oh, nothing. You don't know. Okay, that's good. Okay, where you from?
I'm from Cali.
You from Cali?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got social media?
I do, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You in tune to that? Like you on that a lot?
Not the last week. I've been trying to stay off of it, feel me?
That's great. Great news. Swipe right. Right's good? Yeah, you great.
All right, for sure.
So basically, for people who don't know, that is the girl who came out and snitched on Gucci third leg for having herpes. And she was, this is how crazy people are for clout. She was doing it 20 versus 20v1. So basically, of course, y'all, if y'all have it, it's not the balloon popping show, but it is the same realm of that show. They just don't pop the balloon, but basically they like you left or right. If you go right, they accepted you. So the dude was literally on the jump. He ain't on social media. So and of course, that is how social media move. A story may be hot for 24 hours. Maybe if it's a big enough story, 48 hours, and then people completely forget about it. So he wasn't on social media for a week. He don't even know that this girl got herpes. But again, just going back into that story that woman sit here and said, it's not my job to tell you. It's your job to care about your own health. If you don't care about your own health and you don't sit here and say, recommend, should you get tested or ask, even that conversation never even comes up, then should you be upset if somebody give you that clap? That's on you, dog. Like, and that's why I'm not mad at her. Like, of course, it sounds harsh and it sounds like, damn, you ain't got no common courtesy, but I owe you this common courtesy.
Why don't you? Why wouldn't you? I mean, I wouldn't say maybe necessarily the first date or whatever, but if you find out it's getting serious or whatever the case may be, why would you not?
So when would you put it? When would you put? What will be the time frame that you feel like should be put on it?
I mean, like I said, it don't have to be your first date, but like if you see, like, okay, I see, you see a future with that person, why would you not tell them?
So if a nigga asks you, so let's just sit here and say, let's just put a time frame on it. We just playing a hypothetical game, knock on wood. So if y'all been texting for like 2 weeks and now y'all starting to sex, so soon as y'all start sexting, you feel like you should come out and say something? Like if a nigga be like, hey, can I get a pic? And you know he's asking for it like a nude.
No, I mean, two weeks ain't nothing.
Nigga, if I'm sending, we sexting, we starting to send nudes and we starting to send videos. Should the next conversation be like, hey, I got something, or should we just keep sending these nudes and leading it up and getting each other hot and bothered?
It should be said before you have sex, yes. Because why would it?
But that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't sit here and say like because we sexting, I wouldn't, because what if it might not go there? It might not leave. We just might be sexting. That's it. This might be just one time I was feeling all right, cool. That's fine. So y'all basically saying you shouldn't say nothing until y'all in the bed together or about to be in the bed together? If it's getting to that point, if you see I want to hit it off, or we about to
nigga, we sexting, we there. What you mean?
No, you could be just that's it. You just sexting. All right, cool. All right, little tease. That's it. Because that my thing is disclosing something like that really can, you know what I'm saying, like
change the way that somebody is judging you or treating you.
Yeah,
but cool. But why do you want to keep misleading them too, though?
But that's my thing. I wouldn't sit here and put that out there if I don't see no future in it. So me. But
if we send in nudes, I feel like you should feel like it's going to be a future that we may end up having sex. So why not sit here and why would not tell or get a person a heads up?
Like I said, I don't think I wouldn't give it up that soon.
So you would literally wait until y'all because
that's what I'm saying. So all right, you said we were sexting. No, we haven't even been on a date yet. So that was just you sexting. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just you saying 2 weeks we started sexting. We ain't even been on a date. You haven't even seen me in person.
No, I'm sure. Listen, okay. So let's say we already been on a date. Let's say we already been on one date. Or 2 days. Let's move it up again. So we've been on 2 dates, and now we've been on 2 dates. It's been 2 weeks. Now after the second date, now we starting to sex. So we've been on 2 dates, and you still haven't told me yet?
You should.
I don't know.
You should at some point in time. You have to tell them. I understand she's saying, oh, it's your responsibility to get tested, be safe. But then you also have the responsibility. I want to say it's a law. You have to tell somebody.
No, for sure. I do believe but I don't know if it's a law in all 50 states, but it is a law that you have to, especially if you know that you have a sexual transmitted disease, you do have to give people that grace and tell them. I don't know what I don't know if it's in every state or I don't know if it's in every state, but it is a law in some states that you have to do that. I know for a fact, I want to say in California and New York, I'm 100% positive that's a law.
Yeah, I mean, why would you not want to? I feel like you should give them that common courtesy. Maybe not the first day, maybe not even the second day, but if y'all are still, this is a regular thing, then yeah, you would definitely have to say something. That's how people get hurt.
Like, no, that's what I was saying, because the way Marcus is explaining it, he want to tell you face to face. I feel like that shit could be more dangerous. Like to me personally, that would be something that I would want to send via text.
I mean, no, we can have a face-to-face conversation, but it can't be like right when we about to have sex. It can't be, because that will get you hurt. Because why would you get me to this point and then was you really going to say something to me? Why wait till now? So that will get you hurt.
But then that's why I'm saying, like, even through the whole texting and sexing and all that. So then if I tell you that, what if I don't know? You probably about to sit here leak my shit or be like, oh, just don't talk to this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get what you say. I get what you say. I get what you're saying, but it's, I mean, that kind of comes with the territory though, because somebody can do the same thing to you. Period. If you leak the fucking news or whatever, or if you send somebody some news, that is the sad thing is. That is the kind of that's always the option that somebody can leak your shit and say whatever. Like, oh, look at this little dick motherfucker. They was cheap on the bill. Like, that shit can happen at any time. Like, it can be with any argument and they can still leak your news. Like, niggas, think about how many people do that shit. The people they've been on millions of dates with and they just have a bad breakup and then they sit here and do that bad shit to each other. So it's kind of like, I don't never feel like that's off the table regardless when you send the news. I mean, I feel like you will hope that the people that you are talking to has some type of courtesy, especially in this day and age, especially because I don't necessarily know if nudes hit the same, especially with OnlyFans. And just real quick, while we're speaking on OnlyFans, because I did talk, right? And I'm gonna tell you what's so funny about it. Just the internet is just such a wild place. Because I always thought about this sometimes, like, damn, what if I get on one of these websites and I see one of my exes? How would I feel? So I kind of still felt the same way. Like sometimes I'd be like, damn, you be lusting over some of these girls on social media. I'd be praying that I catch one of these jokes on the fucking on the website. So I seen it. The girl the crazy thing, it happened two different girls back to back. One girl I never paid for, but this was a girl that me, J-Bo on top, like we follow her on Instagram and we just be sharing her videos or whatever the case may be. I seen her jump and I was like, bro, this shit was so her jump was so just like trash. I just be thinking like, dog, niggas be paying. Like, I'm gonna tell you what will piss me off. If I went out on a date and actually pursued a broad and it was just like she let the nigga hit her raw, and I'm just me. And again, this is maybe a little too much TMI, but I'm looking to see if it's gonna be some juice on this shit. Like, it's not no real splash down, ain't no macaroni down. And then she be getting niggas who trick off on her. Though I don't necessarily know how mad I would be if I had to find a fine wine and dine 5-star restaurant and you ain't got no macaroni time, dog. I'm sorry, I will be pissed. If I'm sitting here going on a $300, $400, $500 date and that shit don't come back macaroni time, I'm gonna be a sick nigga. I watched 2 different of her videos and I was like, bro, I wouldn't pay $10 for this shit. Like, the nigga trying to talk her through it and make her make more noises, and this shit was just like, bro, this shit is bullshit. I would have been pissed if I would have paid to see it on the date, and I would have been pissed if I would have bought an OnlyFans. So then the other girl that I talked about last week that I spent, it was $5. Cool. It wasn't a set. It was $5. That's why I think sometimes you keep your prices low. People really don't care about the quality, and I think that's how people even care about when it comes to shopping on some of these websites. So it's a kind of the same thing. Like, you wouldn't get mad if you bought something from Shein or Fashion Nova for fucking a $5 or $10 outfit. You'd be like, I only spent $10. It's not that deep. So that's how I felt. About the $5 video. So, but still knowing that this girl got more expensive videos. So I seen the other girl first, and then the next day I seen the girl that I spent the $5. I said, oh shit, these are the $20 videos. Bro, if I would have paid $20 for that shit, I might have. That would have been the shit that I would have wanted to tweet her and blast her for. Like, why are you charging people $20 for this bullshit? And let's be clear, and it may have been a nigga because she had 2 different videos. So that was just to say that was Wednesday I seen that video. On Thursday, it was another video with a different dude, which is kind of crazy. But the Thursday video was way more fire. So I was kind of like, all right, maybe it was just the other nigga. So sometimes you got to kind of give people that benefit of the doubt. But I'm like, damn, if you uploading it, do you not know what's bushed? Because I'm watching the joint on Wednesday, and I'm like, bro, this shit is trash. Like, I'm talking about, it was like literally head, then they was having sex. She wasn't making no noise. This nigga really wasn't pounding her out. And she a small petite woman. I'm like, bro, you're supposed to be wearing her ass out. But then the joint on Thursday, it was like, oh, this shit was crazy. This nigga was tonguing the bitch down. She was just super way more into it. I'm like, okay, maybe the nigga on Wednesday, she really just ain't like the nigga. She just needed some content, so she just posted the joint. But the Thursday joint, I was like, all right, cool, respect.
Can I ask you a question? Who did you really come to see there? Because it sounds like you come to see them perform instead of her perform. I mean, because if she's still in the video, I mean, you still there for her,
nigga.
Right?
But I'm judging her though. If she's not into it and she ain't making no noise, then nigga, what you talking about? Like, it's like, the fuck, this shit is like, nigga, you watch porn for the sound. If it's no sound to this shit and it's not like, what the fuck is going on?
Okay.
Like, I'm not listening, I'm not watching porn and got the shit on mute. Like, I'm trying to hear for some sound. I need sound effects from her, and I need sound.
Okay.
Yeah, like, nigga, that's the purpose of porn. What you mean? If you don't need no sound, then nigga, you might as well just look at Instagram and beat your meat. Fuck, if you don't need the sound.
Yeah, I don't need the sound. I just watch the video.
Oh, nigga, you crazy as hell. You might as well go buy a fucking magazine then.
Nah.
The fuck
I'm looking at it. I don't need to hear. So you can masturbate without looking at it, right? You saying somebody was in your ear just moaning, you can masturbate?
I might just need a little bit of both. I don't know, but that shit, like I said, she redeemed herself on Thursday. Real quick, I did want to